Let us play with our imagination for a second. Imagine that you could put all the matter in the universe in the form of a small sphere. But let's put it in a better way. Imagine if you could put all the baryonic matter, as science calls it, as the sensible matter, as the matter that we recognize in the known universe. If we could put it all together, it would form a sphere, for example. But now let's compare it with the other part of the universe, that is, the part that is composed by dark matter and dark energy. Let's stop here for a second, my friends, because science today tells us a lot of things about baryonic matter, the objective matter in which we can see, we can experience, we can touch. And that's the thing about that. The universe is enormous, gigantic. But the greatest part of it is made by dark matter and dark energy. These two elements that we know nothing about. We know very little. We know it exists, but we don't know what it is. And on the other hand, we have baryonic matter. And baryonic matter would be what we can recognize. The thing is that, my friends, the fact that the universe is unknowable to us is a great mystery. When you gaze at the stars at night, what do you think? What do you imagine? And that's the thing about the universe, my friends. We know very little about it. And we are beginning to explore it a little further. We have the James Webb and all that. But what we can understand now is that energy is a concept that tells a lot about what is happening. That is, my friends, we have in science that everything we know is just condensed matter. Let's put it in another way. Imagine like everything is water. And what we recognize as things, as beings, as elements, would be these little pieces of ice, these little small pieces of ice. I don't know if I'm making myself clear, but the thing is that the energy is everything, and we can experience energy on a daily basis because energy is everywhere. But we can experience it from a more personal way. For example, when we breathe, we feel that energy in our body. We feel our body heats up. Our body heats up when we breathe consciously for a long time. We put our attention in our breathing. Or when we are exercising ourselves, or when we are close to fire. Those are forms of energy that is really simple to feel. But when we go to different types of energy, for example, the dark energy that is still unknowable to us, that's make us wonder. The thing is that if everything is energy, and there is this gigantic part of the energy of the whole that we don't know what it is, and the other small part, we know what it is and we can feel it. Maybe we can feel the other part, we just don't recognize that we are doing so. For example, Buddha experienced in Nirvana something we could never understand. Of course, we can experience by ourselves through the practice of what Buddha teaches, but the perception of the individual in his experience is something that it's confined to the subjective experience of the individual. And that's something to consider, my friends, because when we put the scale again that I said at first, the dark matter and the dark energy would be like 95% of everything, and only 5% would be something we can recognize and we can interact directly with it with. And that's the thing, my friends, because when we see what is happening, the same that is happening in the universe, it is happening to ourselves, in our minds. Our unconscious level is like 95% of our experience, and only 5% is the consciousness of actions, the awareness itself. And that it makes us wonder why it happens similarly in the macrocosmos and the microcosmos, in the universe and in the individual. Remembering that it's all the same, it's all connected, it's all a matter of consciousness. I leave that question today. Why would be the same relation? Consciousness, unconsciousness, universe, individual. Maybe it's because they're all the same. After all, we are one, and everything is Mandala.